When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. That's caught, it's Bishop. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Hand off to Jones. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
From the gun, running back on the move. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A first down for the offense. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Out of the end zone. Ramsey with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, doing just that.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Jones. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Offense changing the play. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass, it's Sims. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left. Running free. Touchdown, Miami! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Picks up the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's reeled in. It's Jackson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's
going for the big play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pocket breaking down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Caught over the middle, it's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll get rid of it. Working that left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Spins away from the defense. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Red pass, it's complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the...
Into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Caught close to the marker. It's Carr. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Back to throw, it's Sims. He'll take the deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, though.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And the Canes are facing 3rd and inches. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that. If you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. In the back that time, hit the hole and show off his speed.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Look out, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and...
Touchdown, Canes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Bishop. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Pass completion move to sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Pulls it in, it's Huffman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Myers on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the... And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricane. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Jackson.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top. Hey, And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Sims. Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All wideouts, no backs. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grab near the sticks. It's Bishop. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody...
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to change this route. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
NC State, 21.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
He'll throw it. He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Fires to the big fella. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. And he's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
52, NC State, 21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.